Hi guys, welcome to Rumors and Lies. I'm your host, Rose Williams, and this show is for September 2nd, 2018. And on Rumors and Lies this week, we will be counting down my top 10 of the 27 Club. Now, if you don't know what the 27 Club is, it is young singers or actors who died at the age of 27. So, we want to thank Aldo for letting us use his song. And I want to shout out to Marcel. Thanks, Marcel. And the other ones, I'm not going to, you know who you are, that inspire me through the week. So, we're going to start counting it down. And I always give you some facts. On September 1662, the Great London Fire broke out and burned, destroying over 10,000 buildings, including St. Paul's Cathedral. So that was a lot of buildings. And I told you last week that I'm going to be starting a contest. Now, the rules for this contest is this is the jewelry. This is called Mercosite. If you would like to win one of these, I want you to email me at eloyce13@gmail.com. Or if you can't remember that, scratch it. Don't even use that address. Use this. The Rumors and Lies 13@gmail.com. The Rumors and Lies 13@gmail.com. And tell me your name. And you have to subscribe. You do have to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, the Rumors and Lies channel. And I will put your name in a drawing. So you have to subscribe, or you can go on Google Plus to win one of these. All right? I'm going to be giving away 5 of them. And if it's successful, then I'll give away more. But this is what they look like. I'm wearing one. Okay? I guess I should open them up. I'm trying to keep this going. People tell me I've had that up too loud, so I apologize for that. But this is the long one. If you would like to buy it, it's $10. Okay? If you wanted to buy it. No, I'm sorry. This is a long one. This is the $15 one. This is the long one. So this is the $15 one. I'm sorry about that. But somebody's going to be winning one. So you have to subscribe and you have to email me. You have to email me at you have to email me at the Rumors and Lies 13@gmail.com. Okay? And this is another one. Okay? Now this is a shorter one. If I was selling it, it would be for $10. Okay? So, with that being said, go ahead and subscribe. Shoot me that email. Tell me what you like about the Rumors and Lies. Make a show suggestion. And who knows? I might have it on the show. So let's get on with the countdown. All right? So we're going to start at number 10. Now, I had to revise this a bunch of times because I really wasn't it's just so many people in the 27 Club. But my number 10 would be Roger Lee Durham. Now, Roger Lee Durham, if you don't know who he was, he belonged to a group called Bloodstone. And that group was founded in Kansas City, Missouri, from 1962 to the present. He had a heart attack and he died. He was with them for a number of years. Okay. My number 9 is Brian Jones. Now, Mr. Brian Jones was one of the founding members of the group The Rolling Stones. He was very popular with the group. But unfortunately, Brian had a drug problem. And it got in the way of the group progressing and doing basically the things it needed to do to get on track. So he was asked to leave the group, and a short while later, they found him where he drowned in a swimming pool on July 3rd, 1969. My number 8, and he is supposed to be the first founding member, if you want to call him that, Robert Johnson. Robert Leroy Johnson. Robert Leroy Johnson was a blues. He played blues. And the story, well, let me ask you like this. Do you believe he sold his soul to the devil for riches and fame? Well, rumor or lie. I'll just leave it like that. The fable or the story is that Robert went to 441, the crossroads in Mississippi, and he sold his soul. And when he came back into town, he could play. He could play the blues, harmonica and all. He made a pact with the devil. He died in Greenwood, Mississippi. There's not too much about how he died, but I will tell you something else about it. Now, if you study gematria, and I guess I'm a student of it because I do pay attention, he died on August 16th. There's something significant about that date. Well, we know that Aretha Franklin died on that day. We know that Elvis Presley died on that day also. And so did Robert Leroy Johnson. He died August 16th, 1938. He was born May 8th, 1911. Some of you all will say a coincidence. You can say that if you like. It's up to you. All right? My number 7 would be Jean-Michel Baptiste. Now, he was an artist. He was born in 1960. He died in 1988. Drug overdose. He had many famous paintings. He hung around with Andy Warhol. So he is our number 7. Our number 6 is a young man by the name of Peter Ham. Now, Mr. Ham used to be with a group called Badfinger, and they had some hits in the 60s and 70s. And Badfinger ran under financial difficulties. They were found in Wales. When they fell on hard times, one of the managers disappeared. And when he disappeared, so did the money. Mr. Ham became depressed and he hung himself. His suicide note read that he had a small child and a wife that he loved them, but unfortunately, this was the way he was going to take out. So he died April Fool's Day, 1975. So number 10, we're going to recap right quick. Number 10, Roger Lee Durningham. Number 9, Brian Jones. Number 8, Robert Johnson. Number 7, Mr. Baptiste. And number 6, Peter Ham of Badfinger. So we continue with the countdown at number 5. Number 5 is Mr. Jim Morrison. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Mr. Morrison was born in 1943. He died in 1971 in Paris. He was born James Douglas Morris. They made an appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show in the 60s. Back during that time, that was a more innocent time. There was a part in the song, Come On Baby Light My Fire, trying to set the night on fire. They wanted them to change the lyrics to the song. Mr. Morrison agreed, but of course when he went on stage, they said, well, Jim, what are we going to do about it? He said, hell, we're going to sing it the way it's written. So he sung the song the way it was written, and of course they were never asked back to the Sullivan Show. Now, let me ask it like this. Is it a rumor or a lie that they did not inform the public that Mr. Morrison died? No rumor, no lie. For some strange reason, his manager did not tell the public that he died on July the 3rd. I don't know why, but he didn't report his death until July the 8th. He was dead and buried before anyone knew anything. So a lot of people did not get a chance to say goodbye to Jim. Our number four is Kurt Cobain. Grunge. He brought grunge to the forefront. Now, grunge is a rock music. Rock, they dive into a pit, if you've seen them. Not my thing, but anyway. Mr. Cobain is popular for bringing that to the forefront. He was born in Aberdeen, Washington State. He was born February 20th, 1967. He passed away April 5th, 1994. Okay, let me ask it like this. Is it a rumor or a lie? How did he die? Did his wife pull the trigger, or was it rigged? I don't know. The conspiracists seem to think that his wife at the time had something to do with it, but he died suicide by a gunshot. So, I don't know. You make your own decision. My number 3, born Amy Jane Whitehouse, born September 14th, 1983. Okay? Rumor or lie? Did Amy Winehouse have a fear that she would pass away at age 27 and join the 27 Club? What do you think? Is it a rumor or a lie? It's a rumor, but it is no lie. She did have a fear that she would die at a young age and join the 27 Club. She did have that fear. Ms. Winehouse died July 23rd, 2011 of alcohol poisoning. And a matter of fact, pretty much by 1994, people would talk about the 27 Club, but they didn't really make a big deal out of it. You know, they didn't think it existed. But after Amy Winehouse passed in 2011, that pretty much brought it back out to the forefront. And people started believing that maybe there was something to it. Okay? Now, these other two, like I said, I redid this a couple of times. I really couldn't make up my mind. But when it comes down to it, I think these two, maybe in the same order or whatever, different. But I think they belong at the top, in whichever order it might be, back and forth. So I'll ask this question. Who died first? Hendrix or Joplin? Who died first? Okay. Number two, what separates their death? Okay. Number one, Hendrix died first. 16 days separates them. Okay. There's a urban thing that they went together. They did know each other. They did perform together. And whether they went together, I don't know, but it is a rumor or whatever. But Hendrix died first. By 16 days, I believe it is, that separates them. Hendrix died of asphyxia. He died on his own vomit. It's alleged that his girlfriend made a meal for him. They hung out that night. She talked to him. He went to bed. He stayed up all night. He went to bed about 7 o'clock in the morning. Later on, about 11 at night, in the morning, she found him breathing, but he was unconscious. She called the manager or someone, and they took him to the hospital. And when they took him to the hospital, they pronounced him dead. 12:45 on September 18th, 1971. And he died in the UK also. Amy Winehouse died in Camden, which is north of London. One thing about Jimi Hendrix, his father was in the service. They put him in the stockade. He couldn't go visit young Jimmy. Of course, that probably had some type of effect on him. I'm sure it did. But that's some of the things about Jimi Hendrix. I'm trying to get this done under 25 minutes. So my number one, that's my drum roll, would be Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin. Her nickname in the music business is Pearl. She was born in Port Arthur, Texas. So she was born in Port Arthur, Texas. Janis just never felt like she fit in. She experimented with drugs, alcohol, all her adult life. For a while, she did stay clean. She even did mental health to try to beat her drug addiction. She had a house in Ashbury Hade. She hung out with the Grateful Dead. She lived with one of the founding members. She's known for Me and Bobby McGee, Mercedes-Benz. Very talented young lady. So she is my number one for September 2018. So that is my countdown, my rendition for the 27 Club. So as of September 2nd, 2018, there are 120 days remaining in the year. So think about your goals and just continue to press forward. Christmas will be here before we know it. So thank you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share my videos. Don't forget to enter the contest. Email me at therumoursandlies13@gmail.com. Have a great week. Look out for me on social media. And look out for me on the reality check. Thanks, guys.